Hey everyone, so I'm finally back. It's Saturday, November 12th. November 12th. It's Saturday, September 12th. Today is the first home game for the Auburn University Tigers. As most of y'all know, I do live in Auburn, Alabama, and I've always grown up being an Auburn, Alabama fan, and so I'm definitely a Tiger girl. But I just want to say hi. I am back. I know I've been MIA for like the past 2 weeks, but since my competition, it's just been kind of crazy, especially with like pharmacy rotations. When I finished my competition, I had one more week left on the current rotation I was on, so I had a lot of work and catching up to do, and I had to just really kind of refocus on pharmacy and not so much like contest prep or working out and stuff like that. And now I'm currently in a whole new set of rotations for the next 5 weeks. Well, technically I'll be in Columbus, Georgia, driving to Columbus, Georgia from where I'm at for the next like 5 or 6 months or so. So that's taken a lot out of me because they're an hour away, and it's also an hour like ahead of time, so it's like a big time change. So that's been a big adjustment. So I'm having to get up at 4:30 a.m. every morning, about 2 hours earlier than I normally would. Having to drive an hour there. I'm working 8 to 6 every day, and then I'm driving back. I gain the hour back, but I go straight to the gym. I don't get to the gym hour time till about 6 or 6:30. Work out there for about an hour and a half, and then I don't get home till about 8 or 8:30. Then I eat, meal prep for the next day, and I basically go to bed. That's all I have time for. That's kind of like been my life. I've been kind of like adjusting to this, just not having like any time for anything. And on top of that, I've gotten like a sinus infection. Cody thinks it's from me just kind of eating whatever I want, or I have been lately. So it's kind of got my immune system down because my body is just not used to eating like that. But anyways, so that's where I've been. I've just been exhausted just with pharmacy rotations in general, and I just haven't been vlogging a whole lot. I wanted to do a vlog right after my show or like the following week, but it just didn't happen. Just had so much going on my plate. So that's where I wanted to let y'all know that's where I'm at. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about reverse dieting, because currently that is what I'm doing for my contest prep right now. Well, I'm not in contest prep anymore, but I want to talk about reverse dieting and what it is and why you do it. And so currently I've been 2 weeks on a reverse diet. So a lot of you ask, what is a reverse diet? Like, what does that mean? Well, basically it means exactly what it says. You are reversing your diet. So I've been in a caloric deficit. I've been in contest prep. So now I'm trying to reverse back out of that and kind of get more up to my normal calories to maintain my weight. So it's just kind of a process of increasing your calories, mainly carbs for most people. Like, carbs are fat for most people. My protein will probably stay about the same, but you're just kind of gradually increasing those carbs back into your diet. You're decreasing cardio usually, like kind of gradually too, because I'm no longer doing fasted morning cardio, obviously, and I'm just kind of been slowly decreasing the cardio that I do in my workouts now too as well. But I just kind of want to talk about like why it's important to do a reverse diet. So while you're during your contest prep, you are slowly cutting and gradually decreasing your calories, which more specifically are carbs. And the longer you're in that calorie deficit, the slower your metabolism becomes, because your body is adjusting to that, decreased amount or that caloric deficit. So your metabolism is adjusting, and so therefore it becomes slower. And so it's important to reverse diet out of that, because when you're done dieting, and you go back to your normal eating pattern or your normal diet, it's important that you ease back into your normal nutrition plan. And this is kind of the concept of why most people fail a diet, because when they're done with the diet, they automatically start eating as whatever they want, or go back to eating the amount of food they want, and they don't realize it, but you gain weight from doing that, almost even more weight than you were, because your body is at a much slower metabolism from that decreased caloric intake. And so now, you know, you add in more food with, you know, you're adding in more food with a decreased metabolism, therefore you're going to get weight gain. And most people just, sorry, my arm's getting tired from holding up the camera. But so most people just don't realize this concept. So that's why it's real important to, you know, kind of ease back in your carbs. And there's a couple different ways that you'll see a lot of people do this reverse dieting. My coach is doing carb cycling with me right now. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing a carb cycle diet. So I've been doing 2 days of low carb and 2 days of high carb. And I've just been doing that back to back for about 2 weeks now. Now, I'll admit, I haven't been a perfect angel or golden child on this diet, because for about 3 days after my competition, I kind of just ate a little bit of whatever I wanted, and I did a little bit of like intuitive dieting. I didn't really like have a meal plan, didn't really follow anything, I didn't really track anything. I just kind of ate all the food groups I wanted to. And I'm still kind of currently doing a little bit of that. So like on the weekends, I'm kind of like having my cheat meals where, oh, I want to go eat here now. I want to go eat Mexican. I want to go eat sushi. You know, I want to eat pizza for dinner. Just kind of, I've been picking and choosing my days where I want to have cheat meals. So, and just with the new rotations going on, it's been a little harder to kind of eat my meals properly as well. So instead of eating about, you know, every 2 to 3 hours like I normally do, I've kind of been eating a whole bunch for breakfast, a whole bunch for lunch, and then like a whole bunch after my workout, and just little snacks here and there in between, because I'm so busy I don't have time just to sit down and eat anything right now on the rotations I'm on. So it's been a little different for me with that, but I was able to film my high carb days. My intentions were to film a full day of eating of high carb and then my low carb days. But I only was able to do the high carb days because when it came to the low carb days, I just forgot to video just because I had so much going on my mind, or I just physically could not do it because on rotations, I can't just get my camera out and just start filming whatever I'm eating or explaining it. So I did film my high carb days, and then I'm just going to kind of talk through my low carb days. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Breakfast today, this is the beginning of one of my high carb days. So breakfast, I have what's called scrambled French toast. So I have 2 pieces of the P28 protein, high protein bread. I just chopped up into some cubes, and I soaked it in 4 egg whites, and I added some almond milk, a little bit of cinnamon and stevia, added about 1/4 of an apple and a little bit of walnuts. And I just cooked that up, scrambled it in a pan like you would scrambled eggs, and this is what you get. You get scrambled cinnamon French toast. It's going to be so good. I might add some of this Walden Farms pancake syrup on there as well, just for a little bit of extra flavor if I want, but that is breakfast for this morning. So I don't always drink a pre-workout before I do workout, but I am trying to kind of do different various pre-workouts or whatnot. And so right now I'm just supposed to be drinking like a black tea, something other, just something that has a little bit of caffeine. But when I'm on the go, especially at work, I don't always bring my pre-workout with me. So an easy on-the-go pre-workout is Starbucks. Basic white girl status. This is just a tall, half black, half passion tea. I get the black tea because of the caffeine, and then the passion tea, I just like the taste of it, and then I just get it slightly sweetened. So this is my pre-workout. Basic white girl pre-workout. Okay, just got done working out, and this is meal number 5. I have 4 ounces of white fish. This is some tilapia that I baked in the oven last night. I got some basmati rice that I made the
tzatziki Mediterranean cafe way. So it's just half a cup of basmati rice with a little bit of lemon juice and some salt and pepper and some parsley on there. So good. Basmati rice is like my new thing to eat. And then 2 pineapple rings here as my meal number 5.
So this is what my low carb days look like. For breakfast, well, when I wake up, I'm supposed to drink like, I don't know, water or black cup of coffee or black tea. I don't always do this. I'll just kind of like get up and drink water. But for breakfast, I eat 4 egg whites with a cup of sauteed spinach. Excuse me, I usually just make like a egg omelet with the spinach in there. And then I have a little bit of avocado. And then I drink, I'm just supposed to drink some coffee or something if I like. But once again, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I like coffee, but I don't always drink it. If I don't feel like I need it, I won't drink it. I just take my normal vitamins and stuff in the morning. For meal 2, I'm having 3-ounce steak with some broccoli and some water, my normal vitamins. For lunchtime, which is usually around 12 o'clock, I am drinking 25 grams of whey protein, eating 1 rice cake with some peanut butter on top. Meal number 4, which is usually about 3 o'clock, I'm eating 4-ounce chicken breast with 8 to 10 asparagus spears. Actually, I'll be honest, I have changed the asparagus to the natural, like the green bean stalks that you can buy like in the fresh produce aisle. That's what I've substituted for because I cannot eat asparagus right now. I just can't. So that's what I'm substituting it with. My pre-workouts for my low carb days are I'm just taking my arginine as I always do. And then I'm eating 1/4 a cup of cream of rice with about 15 to 20 blueberries and cinnamon and stevia to taste. For meal 5, which is my post-workout, I'm eating 4-ounce whitefish and a 4-ounce sweet potato, and then the normal vitamins with that. And making sure I'm getting my glutamine in there. And then for meal number 6, which I usually eat around 9 o'clock, it's just another 25 grams of whey protein blended, a dash of vanilla and stevia. And then I'm drinking some more water and then taking the last time my fish oil. And then my usual, just take my ZMA before I go to bed. And that is what I'm doing for my low carb days.